information about Fortnite Season 3, which is due to release on June 4th. So much so that even I barely knew what was going on. So I decided to create a guide because, as I know, it gets confusing. So to make it easy to understand, this is everything we know about Fortnite Season 3. I'm not here to waste your time. We only covered stuff you care about in this video, so random sound files of a bird chirping is not what you will find here. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to support us. It makes my heart feel real warm when you do. But let's start with how we get to the newly flooded island of Fortnite Season 3. So the War of Ghost and Shadow will be hitting a climax this Saturday in the live event, where Midas is finally ready to reveal his Doomsday device. In our story video, we told everyone the Hurricane suit would play an important part in the end of Season 2. Funny enough, here's the new leaked powered-up Hurricane outfit and Midas looking at it while having the Doomsday device ready. Now, this is a video about Season 3, so I'm only touching on the live event briefly, but it looks like Midas' plan to bring Doomsday to the island will succeed. For how long, we don't know. What we do know is there will be consequences to Midas' actions as the map is going to be flooded. This was leaked and confirmed to us back during the Tabor Hill leaks, which brings us to our next point. The theme of Season 3. To keep this short and sweet, Season 3 is going to revolve entirely around something I'd like to dub the Great Flood. With this week's live event about to happen, the main theory is that the island is going to be thrown underwater by either a cyclone, tsunami, or maybe just a regular old storm, and because of this, we'll get a massive new flooded version of the island in Season 3. We know from the official Season 3 posters currently developing at the No Sweat Insurance building that we will be getting floating POIs, some destroyed areas, as well as some completely flooded ones. One thing I wonder is if we get underwater POIs, which I'm calling it right now, I wonder how we're going to be able to breathe underwater. Random speculation, but maybe we get scuba tanks, or there could be air pockets in these new POIs, or maybe Fortnite will just give us underwater breathing abilities. It's, well, unknown. But now that we've got the theme of Season 3 covered, let's cut to the chase and talk about new weapons, items, and features. Alright, starting us off with new weapons, we have a mix of them that have either been leaked in the files or that were included in the massive Season 3 leak from Tabor Hill. Starting this bad boy off, we have the flare gun, something that was spotted in a Fortnite short all the way back in last year's World Cup. Since then, we've speculated about it actually coming to the game, and it has indeed been leaked that this thing is in the works and will most likely be arriving in Season 3. What will it do? Well,
Sasquatch, for years considered a myth, but in one small town they swear he's real. Let's see what these eyewitnesses had to say.
I know I had 7 hot dogs, now I got 3. And look, that is Sasquatch hair.
We were skiing and this big hairy thing came flying over us doing backflips.
I turn around for a second and my golf cart is gone. I didn't see the thief, but look.
I think Dave in accounting might be Sasquatch.
well, there's a lot of ways you could use a flare gun in Fortnite, and it might work with a brand new feature that was also leaked. Real-time elemental fire damage. It's apparently coming to Season 3, which is vague, but to help you understand it, think of how like fire spreads in Minecraft, where it will slowly destroy builds and work its way through walls. It will be interesting to see something like this, either from blowing up gas stations or throwing those red propane tanks to set a build on fire. So we're thinking the flare gun might also be able to set things on fire. Not exactly a 200 IQ prediction. Following up on this, we have a leaked shotgun in the files, which is codenamed the Charged Shotgun. Here's the thing, we don't know much about it, but we assume this is it. For more evidence, you can even find this exact shotgun in Midas and Sky's room, but once again, it's not confirmed. I'd assume it'll show up in Season 3, maybe not at the beginning though, but that's really all we know about it. To top it all off, there's also an unreleased rocket launcher. You guys know we've talked about this quite a bit in our recent videos. It's called the Missile Battery, which will actually lock onto helicopters. Here are the leaked sounds of this weapon. We're more than likely going to see this in normal Season 3 modes and not competitive because, well, choppas aren't exactly a thing in competitive, so there wouldn't be a need for it to be added to the loot pool. So in the Season 3 leaks, there was talk of some kind of fishing book, which is actually going to be given to us in the next season. We don't know if this will be an actual item you carry or something you could open up on your menu or lobby. It might just be a checklist of fish you could catch, kind of like an Animal Crossing, or it could be a book that points you to the best places to fish for better loot. It could also mean we're getting more kinds of fish in Season 3, so keep an eye out for that. I mean, I'm also not surprised though, considering the whole theme being water and all. But there's also a leaked list of items in the Fortnite files that include itemized upgrade stations, tornado grenades, a clone machine, and a chug stand. There's no real definitive info on what these leaked items might actually do, but feel free to take a guess in the comments, and when Season 3 drops, you might be able to earn some internet points if you get it right. It's possible we'll be able to duplicate our items in return for materials with the clone machine, and I wonder if the tornado grenade will be reworked into some kind of hurricane grenade to tie in with the new season. That does make a lot of sense. As for new vehicles and features, Tabor Hill's leak mentions a rideable shark vehicle, which is even teased in the official Season 3 posters with a shark going after Peely. Now just for clarification, we mentioned this in a few videos, and every time I try to show it off, I show the Laser Chomp glider. However, that's the Laser Chomp glider, not the actual vehicle. So we're not clickbait, but that's just kind of how it shows. I mean, think about it, it's a shark, so I just want to show a shark. Okay, moving on. There's also a ton of underwater swimming animations leaked, which proves we'll be able to head underwater not only in the live event this week, but on the flooded map next season. If you're interested in Fortnite Competitive, we also have a few quick notes, but I'll make them quick. Fortnite Competitive in Season 3. Naturally, because of how the world is right now, Epic has officially canceled the 2020 Fortnite World Cup. And for the rest of the entire year starting now, every single Fortnite tournament will be hosted online through the in-game competitive feature. Epic does say they are hopeful to do a Fortnite World Cup next year, and we should expect that. But in case you were expecting another massive tournament happening in Season 3, that's pretty much all the info we got about that. As for Season 3 itself, FNCS will officially be solos, and Cash Cups will return, but in the trios format. Arena will be both solo and trios, and Fortnite even mentioned Season 4, saying that FNCS will be trios that time around. And that's all we know for competitive going into Season 3, which isn't a lot, but I think it's about time we cover new locations and map changes. So, right now on the Fortnite island, there are a ton of no sweat insurance signs at a certain amount of POIs. These signs can be found at 5 distinct places: Holly Hedges, Sweaty Sands, Pleasant Park, Frenzy Farm, and Lazy Lake. From this, we could judge that No Sweat Insurance will be creating the massive floaties that will be carrying POIs to the surface in Season 3, as seen by this poster. So, all those places I just listed, they're most likely being saved. Hooray, right? Well, the rest of the locations, it's pretty safe to assume that they're either going to be completely destroyed, changed massively, or just stay at the bottom of the ocean, allowing players to swim underwater to them. Kinda makes you wonder what could happen with somewhere like Steamy Stacks. I mean, after all, you don't want it to flood considering it's a freaking power plant. If it does get submerged, will Kevin the Cube's energy melt into the water like it did during the Loot Lake event? And is that what the POI's fate is? There's also leaked images of the top of the agency being completely destroyed. It's likely we'll see that in the event this Saturday. We also have leaks that Shadow takes over the agency, so you could probably bet on one of the two happening. Maybe both, who knows? But I'm not here to speculate though, so let's jump right into every single unreleased skin so far, just so you get an idea of what to expect in Season 3. And spoiler, there's a lot of them. So before I start on this one, I just want to remind everyone that if you use code T5G in the item shop, it supports us making these videos, and my
Riley.
fellow host Sam said he'd give you a big smooch on the cheek, so what a nice guy, right? Okay, maybe that's not true. But it looks like Drake himself will finally be collaborating with Fortnite after years of speculation to be getting his own Icon series emote. Naturally, it's the Tootsie Slide. It might also get followed up by an in-game concert or maybe even his own skin, but there's no evidence of that, so we'll just assume it's the emote for now. Now, I would love to play the song, but copyright and all, so here's my extremely cringy copyright-free music over it. I'll keep this one short. Moving on to leaked outfits, we have a skin that only has a code name in the files, and it's Wildcat. This outfit has 2 alternative styles and will likely be appearing in the item shop, although a lot of people speculate that she could be a Battle Pass skin for next season. There is a leaked Cyclo outfit that'll be coming out around the time the live event happens, as it has direct ties to the storyline. So, if you haven't been keeping up with it, make sure you check out our storyline videos. Basically, Cyclo is Midas wearing a Tempest-inspired costume for the live event. We also have the leaked Loser Fruit Icon series bundle, which will include her skin, a Buddy Bag back bling, a Bounce Berry emote, and Fruit Puncher's dual pickaxes. We don't know when she's releasing. It'll either be before Season 3 begins or probably a few days after it comes out. We don't know. On the topic of Icon series skins, Ninja recently came back into the item shop, and his bundle was updated on the same day that Marshmallow's set was also updated. So if you're thinking what I'm thinking, if Ninja came back, we're gonna assume that Marshmallow is also gonna be returning to the item shop in the future for a re-release. In case you didn't know, Marshmello was the first person to do a Fortnite concert all the way back in Chapter 1, and he was also technically the first ever Icon series set without it actually being called that. So, him re-releasing in a new bundle with the new Icon rarity would make a lot of sense, and you should expect to see that in the near future. Other skins that were updated in the files were the old leaked skin called Airhead. Yeah, remember this thing? Along with a Nintendo Switch exclusive skin that has yet to be leaked. For all you Switch lovers, it seems that you might finally be getting a Nintendo Switch online exclusive bundle soon. In the files, leakers have also found some kind of weird looking outfit called Agent Jonesy, and it came with a green blank texture called Jones Jonesy. Some people assume that this will be a skin, and it very well could be, but I personally think that he'll appear in the Battle Pass lobby after the live event and have a few challenges, aka the leaked Traveler challenges that were found in the files. Just because I'm a great host on Top 5 Gaming, here's an image of every new skin that hasn't been released yet. You can pause the video and look at them if you're interested. We're unsure the release date of all of them, but I figured you'd like to see them. Now here's skins that we don't have pictures of that are confirmed to be coming. In the Tabor Hill leaks, he brought up that the secret skin for Season 3 would be Aquaman, an official crossover with DC to bring him to Fortnite. Epic did the exact same thing this season with Deadpool, and trust me, it's coming. Other Battle Pass skins include a robotic Meowscles skin, and I assume the backstory behind this is that he got ate by a shark or something like that. We also have the Engineer finally becoming a skin, and we were expecting this. You could even spot the Engineer in the reflection of the glass case with the Cyclo outfit inside. To top it off, there will also be a customizable umbrella for the first time ever, similar to the whole Maya skin from this season and how you could pick and choose. If you didn't watch our leaks video, we also have a purple Dark Voyager and a female Black Knight skin, which will apparently be found in the Battle Pass as well. Epic has done stuff like this before, like when they re-released the whole X-Lord, who was just like an updated version of Rust Lord, and that's pretty much most of the skins. Finally, we're at everything else you probably care about. There is an infected LTM in the files that was leaked a few updates ago and has since been removed, but we believe that it'll return in the future and come back completed in Season 3. It's called Arsenic, and a ton of gameplay was leaked by data miners. I'm not saying I make it a mission to talk about it in every Season 3 video because I want this super bad and I'm gonna shame Epic into giving it to everyone, but maybe I should stop talking. Finally, there's an old leak from a few months ago that mentioned the legend of Craggy Cliffs, and while a lot of people have forgotten about this one, I personally think this is gonna have something to do with the whole fishing book that arrives in Season 3. Don't forget, Craggy Cliffs is likely gonna get destroyed with the big flood, so it would make sense considering it's the legend of Craggy Cliffs. All I'm saying is if we get a gigantic fish Easter egg like the Megalodon from Battlefield, I will be one happy gamer. This has been Tommy, keep it here, Top 5 Gaming.